I'm so glad you can make it, old chap. Isn't this much nicer than fighting, don't you think?
This is quite different from what I'm used to. Why are there so many tiny pastries?
Ah, those are scones. And the little ones there, they're called finger sandwiches, and you must try the cucumber ones. They're delightful.
So small. How'd you even get full on these?
It's not about getting full, it's about the experience, the delicate flavors, the company, the ambience. Now, would you like some tea? Earl Grey, chamomile, or maybe a spot of Darjeeling?
Uh, I'll try the Earl Grey.
Excellent choice. Now, careful, it's hot, and maybe add some milk and sugar if you like.
It's not bad at all. A bit calming.
See, I told you, good cup of tea works wonders. Now, what do you think about the Victoria sponge cake? It's simply divine.
This is surprisingly pleasant, soft and sweet.
Now, about that fiery breath of yours, have you considered cutting back on those lather baths? It might help with the indigestion.
Perhaps I have been overdoing it. Maybe I do need to work on my temper.
We all have our moments, but look at us now. Who'd have thought a fearsome dragon and a humble British adventurer could share a tea party?
Indeed, it's nice, peaceful. But tell me, what exactly is the purpose of these tiny spoons?
Oh, well, those are for stirring your tea, but I mean, if you prefer, you can just use your claw. We're not sticklers for protocol here. How about a toast to new friends and unexpected alliances?
To new friends and unexpected alliances.
So, in between episodes, I took a trip to the end, and yes, it's a scary place. The tried and trusted method of using slabs to get out towards those entities, and well, eventually I found one. Well, the thing was, when I got there, I realised I'd forgot a shield, so I ran all the way back. Yeah, I really mean all the way back. Oh, that'll teach me for being an optimist and thinking I had everything. So we returned with a shield, and then the chaos ensued. Climbing up the first end city, there was shulker bullet after bullet, and it got a bit dicey. I managed to get out of there and regroup before heading back in with a bow in hand. Pew, pew! The shulkers started being defeated, and we fought our way through multiple cities and ships and came out with some great loot. And that is what we've been up to. Welcome back to Building in Large Biomes with me, Tom B92. If you've enjoyed that little intro, yeah, we played around, did a few new things. Do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and well, that loot that we managed to get hold of is sat in here. I think I've got enough shulkers and enough elytra to last us for a little while. Now, you might have seen here, this might give you an idea of what our plans are, because, well, all these elytras are all well and good, but they lose their durability very quickly. So I think we need to get some villagers. We need to get a mending and probably an unbreaking villager that we can trade for to make use of these elytra. Now, the other thing that we need is, well, I don't really have much in the way of rockets either. So the two kind of go hand in hand and are pretty important. So I've been gathering some resources here in this shulker next to me to at least eliminate one of those issues. Shall we get into the first time lapse of this episode? And after that time lapse and well, some serious whacking, we have managed to gain ourselves 85 levels. And well, I didn't really include this area in the time lapse because this is boring, but we've managed to get ourselves a little bit of automated storage, and these are the drops that we're keeping. The bones are going to be brilliant for some bone meal because honestly, I'm actually kind of struggling with a bit of bone meal. And then obviously the most important thing with the gunpowder. Now I'm thinking we could maybe use the rotten flesh and do a bit of trading with villagers. But most importantly, we now have ourselves a half decent supply of rockets that we can probably get a little bit of flying out of. Now, the one thing is, well, my sword has taken a fair amount of damage. My shovel is looking a little worse for wear. I've had to use diamonds to repair this pickaxe, so maybe we could do with actually getting some villagers and see if we can get them breeded them up. Bread is the right word, right? Yeah, well, we're going to get some villagers, and we need to get some mending books, and we need to probably trade some iron, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This was what I feared. This was why I also needed the bones, because they fed all my sheep. I managed to get enough to get one of the dogs in the last episode, but obviously that wasn't good enough, and this wolf has been and ate all my sheep, so wow, okay. Villagers and sheep are required, and we need to figure out what we're going to do with them, because every build so far has been functional. You know, we've kept everything in order, and I don't know if we want to go deeper into the jungle. Well, we've got a path leading this way, so it probably makes sense, and maybe we go and stick something out around here. But I guess first we should probably go and get villagers. I can't remember where the nearest village was. I think somewhere over in that direction. Yeah, you better be my friend after eating my sheep, you criminal. That's it. That's your name, criminal. But we haven't got any name tags. How am I going to separate the two? Can we dye colours? I feel like that's a feature, right? You can dye the doggy colours. We got any colours? We got white. Let's see what we can do with a white dye. See if we can change criminal's colour to white. I probably should have got orange, shouldn't I? But there we go. At least then we know that one's criminal. When we get some name tags, when we work with some villagers, you will be renamed. You will be known for your shame of eliminating all of my sheep. But for now, let's go get some villagers. So we're at our nearest village here, and well, there's a water source not too far away. We can go and boat in the villages. There's plenty enough here that we can take away. Now, the one thing that I was hoping to do, and it turns out it's not going to work, I was hoping to get a mob and a villager in a boat and then leash them along. But the cow comes off the boat every time I stick the leash on, and if we put them back on, it flies off. I don't know whether maybe we need the boat down first and then the cow goes on. Let's try it out. No. So the lead pops off as soon as you stick the mob on there. So that eliminates my great plans, and I guess that's back to the drawing board. And we're going to take one at a time, a slow process down the river, back to base. And with that, we now have our two villagers back at base, and well, we are going to set up a breeder, but I mean, I should probably go and sleep and make sure they're safe. But villager breeders are kind of boring, right? We've done them over and over, yep, over and over again. So I think instead of me showing you the villager breeder, I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to find somewhere nice underground for them to be safe. But what I'm going to do is build you a barn for these sheep and keep them away from criminal. Let's get into a time lapse. And with that time lapse, the barn, is now complete, and we have slowly begun integrating it. We need to do a lot more work around this area, but let's have a little nose, because well, we've tried to use the same color palette that we've done here and here on a bigger scale, and it's been really tricky. I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be to piece a barn together using these color palettes. And I think because we've got the grays and the browns and ultimately the greens, it was really quite a challenge. Let me just enter free cam and you can see what we're doing here with the roof, and you might be wondering, how is that roof spawn proof? And I'll show you in a moment. We've got all the same greens that we used over here, we just don't have the trees at the moment kind of piecing that story together. Let's head on inside and we can see a little bit more. And you see we're starting to touch on a few different colours because we've not really used spruce anywhere yet before. And I really like this beam that comes across, just breaking up the colours again and helps bridge the gap between the strip jungle, the oak and the spruce. It just adds a nice little colour. So, we can get some animals in here. Got a ladder up here, and this is how the roof remains lit. Because of these lanterns that are scattered across here, they're tactically placed. If we press mini hood mod, you can see we are fully lit up around the build. So what else does this build have? I mean, well, all of this could be storage. It's not. It's probably a bit of wasted space. But, I mean, you may have noticed out here, well, the sheep are gone. They are no longer out there. And that's because they are tucked away and hidden underneath here. We've managed to build ourselves a sheep farm down here, a wool farm. And we've got all the colours going. Now, the thing is, this thing, it's not very efficient at the moment because, well, we've only got 3 shears in each dispenser, which means it's kind of a 33% chance for every grass block that they eat. You can see these guys are fully coloured, but they've ate their block, and yeah, we're not really doing very well, in all honesty. I mean, that's making me question if I've even put shears in these guys. Yes, they just, for whatever reason, have not been used. Do they have an observer? Yeah, okay, the setup's right. It's making me question everything. But yeah, we've got our sheep in place, and we're probably slowly going to start needing to get some more iron because, well, truth be told, I'm running low. And, well, this takes up a lot because you've got hoppers, you've got minecart hoppers, you've got rails. So pretty much all our iron reserves went in to this setup, but we're going to need wool for some of our future builds, I'm sure. It's always nice to get something up and running. Now, one thing we've not done yet is one of the biggest 1.21 updates, the trail chambers. Now, luckily for you, I managed to find one mining, so I'm going to head down there and go and have an exploration. Now, whilst I'm doing that down there, I'm going to work on another build because I've slowly been cleaning out an area over here. You can see some of the debris over here. I'm thinking we need to start shifting away from this build palette because there's only really so much we can do in this color palette. It's quite a tricky, challenging one. As I said, with the barn, I managed to pull it off with these, and these kind of builds worked. I'm struggling a little, so we need to kind of bridge away. And we've already got a little bit of a bridging away because we've got these custom spruce trees here. So it should help us diversify. And as we move along the coast or deeper in ground, we should be able to transition. So let's head down to the trail chambers whilst I do a bit of building. On our mining adventures, we managed to stumble across what I think is a trail chamber. Truth be told, I haven't a Scooby-Doo what is behind here. Now I've set my spawn, I've got myself a few shulkers. I think it's time we just get ourselves in. Oh, okay. I've got my shield. Here, enemies. Oh, here we go. Okay. There's some sort of zombies somewhere. Probably should have brought a golden apple. That might have been smarter than carrots, but we're getting our bottom kicked already. Oh, he's down. Then what happens? Oh, we got chicken. Is that it? Is that like that one done, is it? Oh, hello. What are you? Oh. We do have eater, would you mind? Okay, and he's fast. Get back here. Get back here. Get back. Okay, he dropped something different. What did he drop? A breeze rod. Okay, no Scooby-Doo what that would do. And we will just have to try and figure it out. Now, I'm guessing there's no way to like take any of these spawners out, and probably don't want to take any of the spawners out. Where are you going? Come back here. There's so much copper in here. This is just like copper for days. Like, you don't need a copper farm anymore. You just come out to one of these. And I think, if I remember correctly, each of us spawner has like 30 seconds. Oh, there's stuff in there. Okay. I don't know what happens there. What's going on with this? Fire charges. Let's take that out. That's what I need, right? That's what I need. A trial key. I'm pretty sure I need a trial key for... These just go in anything? Yeah. Okay. Ooh! Did you give me the new music disc? Wow, okay. What else did we get? An axe. And some honey. I think that's what I got from there. But that's really cool. I have not heard that new music disc. So let's just empty our pockets because, yeah, we already have a lot in here. Ah, there's a big set of stairs here. This looks more inviting. Hello? Why are all the chests empty? Is that meant to be empty? Okay, this looks dangerous. And I got some pots. Is there going to be something in the pots? Yep, some emeralds. Oh, and a key. A trial key. Okay. That looks like I should go through there. Magma blocks. Of course, why wouldn't there be? There's buttons in there. Come back here, you. Whoa. Okay, and then there's a zombie spawn. They make a lot of noise, but they don't actually seem to do anything. They don't seem to give damage. And they hurt the zombies. Just flow them around. This is just very annoying. Very annoying. Can you come back? Okay. I think that chamber just finished. Or this. Yeah, he got bread. Is that it? Is that genuinely all I got from that? Bread. Oh, well, there's a potato here if you want to add to it. Hey, oh, what are you? Another potion of swiftness. Okay. What's that? Just a random bone block. Okay, I think we've cleared out down here. Let's head up. There is a button. Let's press it. Oh, just water. I was really hoping for something exciting. Oh yeah, we've got our trial keys, haven't we, that we've been picking up. So let's just see if there's anything else we need to... Let's just hibernate in the corner here and spam. Oh, we actually lost a fair amount of damage, so let's try and eat. And where are they? Take that. Okay, so now that sound obviously means that it's complete. And there was one over here. I mean, if they can just shoot one another, then you know, it saves me a stress. Oh, hello. I hear a zombie somewhere, but I mean that could just be in the cave. That should go through your legs. I've just managed to shoot through your legs. Okay, and that's that one done. Another trial key. Okay. I think I'm getting the gist. We have to beat each of these. We get a trial key. Then, why is there a difference between like these two here? We have a look. Oh. Okay, that must be like the ominous trial key. Yeah, they've got a different colour, haven't they? Honey, some arrows, a shield. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I can't. Can I not put another one in? Do they have a timer on them as well? Okay, well, we need to empty our pockets. Here I was thinking I had two shulkers was going to be enough, but it doesn't seem like it is. Can I use this one? Okay. So it's like each pot Oh, what's that? Is that an ominous and a diamond? Okay, that wasn't bad. Okay, so that's a bad omen bottle. Maybe we'll do that in a minute. Let's try and use these around. I don't know if I've got a dodgy chamber, but it doesn't feel as like exhilarating as I was expecting. Maybe the bad omen will change that. I get a load of wind charges, poison arrows. This is the penultimate one. Emeralds, an axe, of course, yes, because everyone needs an iron axe. Okay, we've found what I think is the last trial key. See what we get. Emeralds, honey, and poison arrow. Oh, a book. What's the book? Loyalty 2. Okay, let's, instead of doing the bad omen trial, let me show you what I've been up to up here, because, well, I actually want to get this episode out, and it's been a long slog up here. Now, we know this build, we know this build, but we do have a new build over here. Now, I'm purposefully looking down because there are some big spoilers at the back, but I mean, let's just do that first, eh? Whoa, massive trees. These are huge, and I will show you some more about those afterwards. But yeah, we did a little bit of work around the back here. Obviously, we did the barn at the start of the episode where our sheep are housed, and we've started to lay out some paths and have carried that on around the back here, because this area didn't actually have much going on. It had the custom trees we built in the first episode, but it didn't have anything else. So we've then added in a little bit of a raise because I felt like we needed a little bit of height. And we added in a little bit of custom kind of terraforming. I'm not entirely sure. I'm happy with it. Feels like it needs another texture, maybe andesite. I'm really not sure. We'll probably play around with that between episodes. But we do have another build here. Now, I haven't got as far as I would have hoped with this build, because this is going to be the missing window. This is going to be the house for our villagers. I don't want them living underground. So we've built this, and I'm happy again with this. Like, this is really cool. We've played around with some different kind of styles that I've not done before, and I'm going to sleep. Typically, all of my builds use overhangs. You can see over here. Didn't do it there, but we have over here. And this time I've tried to add depth using blocks. So kind of making out these corners here are actually where the depth lies. So we've used the backs of barrels next to spruce stairs, which is absolutely beautiful texture. I feel like I want to make more of that texture. We've got some brown glazed terracotta, some brown mushroom, a color terracotta I can't remember because I actually built this months ago. I say months ago, a month ago, and I've been on holiday since. But yeah, we've played around with some different techniques that I've just not done before, and I like it. I like how it's come together. We've got some gravel in the build. You know, we're trying to move away from the colors and textures that we've used over in those first two builds, trying to think of how a town or a village might expand and change how it's built across time. Now, I probably want to do something here. I just don't know what, and I probably need to wait because I'm probably going to build something around here. So I need to kind of blend the two in. I don't want to stick anything in there too early. Now, it is a windmill, and yeah, you're probably thinking a windmill should sit in front of the wheat farm, but yeah, it's not going to do that for me. Inside, we're using the same door style, but inside is completely empty. And I say that is where the villagers are going to live. But this is why this episode has taken so long. Let me fly out. Let me fly out because this is grand. This is huge. This is absolutely massive. Look at these trees back here. These are like tall single trees for context. And I have absolutely enjoyed putting these together. This has been some of the best custom trees I've ever done. Heck, it's even spawn proofed all around. You can see some shroom lights in there just to try and add some spawn proof in. This whole thing is spawn proof. We've got our torches underneath, and I really think this helps set off kind of the start of what might be a skyline. And the one thing that I really liked, I didn't do anything with the terrain around here. It's something that I really challenged myself to do, but I really like this. You've got like this overhang with this branch that creates like a natural tunnel, like I'm just like really looking forward to thinking about the possibilities we can do with this. This purely was not intentional. I designed these trees in creative and brought them over, but this little placement here it's just magic. Like, I'm really happy with it. We've got a couple of smaller ones tucked in, like we've got kind of smaller stems, but this took a lot of wood. I've spent so long chopping wood, gathering leaves. I think there was like 8 shulkers of jungle leaves here. Yeah, it's a lot of leaves and a lot of jungle wood. We've chopped down a lot. I mean, we've cleared down a lot of the area, but this is like a typical single jungle tree for context in the height. Like, these are huge, guys. These are absolutely massive. And I'm really happy with how they have finished up. Now, truth be told, this episode is kind of coming a bit abruptly short because, well, I've spent so much time on this episode, so much time gathering resources, so much time editing. We've tried out some new things that I just want to get it out there to you guys. So there are going to be things that are unfinished that I probably hoped to have completed in this episode, but it leaves me a lot of things to do next episode. So if you've enjoyed this episode, remember to like it. Do subscribe to the channel. Your support is massively appreciated. Heck, our channel grew over a third with the last episode. We went from 360 and we're touching 500 at the time I'm recording this. So get me over that 500 mark. I love you all. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.